Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain here. So the last video we were trying to hunt down this last cultist, but it seems we don't have the quest yet. I know there were a few side quests yet to spawn him. I've gone ahead and looked that up there for us. We actually have left is this one here for Socrates. After this one, it should give us the quest that we need to uncover the cultist here. So we're gonna go ahead and do this quest, and then head right on into taking down, back to heading to take down the cultist. Hope you guys enjoy.
Move! That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
It looks like I'll have to report you, Socrates. It's what a good citizen would do, right?
Oh, very good. Although a bit preemptive without all the details, wouldn't you say?
It was a joke.
The real question is whether there is truth behind the joke, or if one's mind can be changed once the whole story is revealed.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where's the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
Oh, Fei, via TN, via TN.
Hey, I'm warning.
This area will be well defended.
I can make this quick for you. You're tired at some point.
Oh, me!
Marton, Aloevain. Huh? To arms! Ah!
Where are we going?
Come back and face me.
Shit your pants! Stop running!
I won't lose.
Seems the guy we gotta talk to is inside an area we're not supposed to go to. Surprising that a thief is in an area we're not supposed to go. Yeah, I don't really feel like dealing with the bounty hunter, so we're just gonna quickly pay off that bounty. That'll get him away.
Too many amateurs around here.
We do still gotta break into here and talk to this guy.
That's the thief. You won't escape.
What are you doing there?
Alright, so we did get in there. We were able to get to this guy, but he decided to take off running before we could talk to him, so now we're just chasing him down.
Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me?
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There's no other option?
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Alright, so the information we have is he took it. He made sure it wasn't his best horse. He took it only out of absolute necessity. His last horse died. He has no other. The guy he took it from has several, and as he said, wouldn't even notice the horse is missing. Part of me wants to say stealing is stealing, but the other part of me understands, like, he didn't take it because he wanted the money, he didn't take it because he felt like it, he took it because without it his family would die.
Have you decided what should be done?
To me that's okay.
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It'll do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is the correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
Alright, so we're on to the next quest in this chain. Hopefully, from what I read, this one should be the quest that we need. But we will find out for sure in just a moment here.
So now they have people watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom, but is being kept a slave.
You can do that?
My master gave me a price for my freedom, and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You do that? My name is Phaedon. I don't know who you are, but surely you were sent by the gods. They must have heard my prayers.
They did, and you deserve their help.
I can sense something in you. You're special.
I like to think so.
Gods or not, I'm grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's likely overseeing other slaves like myself.
Have you always been a slave?
Since my youth. I was in the wrong place and born to the wrong family. I've been sold more than once.
And you just now got enough to buy your freedom.
More like I found a master who was willing to give me that sort of deal. I should have known he'd lie. It was my only hope, and now it's gone.
Do you often get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water. Sometimes they do it just for fun. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
I'll talk to your master and make sure he listens.
He's not really the listening type.
He will be with me.
You look strong. I could always use more people to keep the slaves in line if you're looking for work.
I'm already working. I'm here about one of your slaves, Fedon.
As if I know their names. You're wasting my time.
I shouldn't even need to be here. You're the one wasting my time.
Nobody has spoken to me like that in quite a while. Spit it out while you're still entertaining.
Fedon paid you for his freedom. Give it to him.
Doesn't sound familiar. But I'm feeling generous. Do something for me, and I'll give this Phaethon his freedom.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves. But the cult of Cosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult? If that's true, then you know who I am.
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Eagle Bearer.
Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you now.
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave stays that way. And I'm the only one who knows where his papers are.
Why does this woman need to die?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you needed to know that. Wait, you don't.
Fedon said you already broke your promise once. This better not be another of those times.
Look around. I have plenty of slaves. In exchange for the woman's death, I can let one go.
Most people prefer to keep their cult status a secret.
You can't do a thing about it if you want to help whatever his name is. Also, it adds a bit more fun to the situation, don't you think?
Alright, so straight out, not as much as I want to rescue the slave, I'm not going to kill someone for the cult, because if the cult wants her dead, there's probably a reason for it. And I mean, the cult wants me dead, so yeah, I can't bring myself to just kill some rando for the cult in order to free a slave. Like, it's not like it's stopping him from death, it's just keeping him in the same... Though his freedom is a pretty high price.
I'll be on my way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. But if you want your slave friend to go free, it's the only way. One person's freedom is another's demise.
Cassandra! What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Ah, so you wish for today's topic to be about fate.
No, not really.
Good, because I had another in mind.
Attica is large, yet fate keeps bringing us together.
Ah, you're trying to bring us back to fate once again. I won't let you avoid answering my questions, though.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much is the freedom of one person worth? Do you believe one life is worth more than another?
There's no difference between one person and another. We all take our first breath the same way.
But are the breaths you take equal to my own? Would you not say the breath of Pericles is put to better use than that of someone in prison?
It doesn't matter which two people you compare. The answer is the same.
So, a thief is equal to a priest, a politician to a child? An interesting view.
I think I've said enough.
Ah, you're right. I know you are busy and your mind is weary.
That does sound like me.
Go now. It's been an honor having these conversations with you.
You too, Socrates.
So, as you can tell with his mention of Pericles' breath, obviously you were supposed to be, you know, doing these quests before you got to that point. However, we did not, so some of the references they're going to make are obviously
Hey, can you get me out?
dated to
What
that
is
answer.
it?
About what you asked.
Have you decided to give up on your slave friend? If you have, I won't give you another chance.
I'm not going to kill someone so you'll free Fedon when he should have been already.
Fine. I'll find someone else to kill her, and Fedon will remain my slave. I'll be sure he receives a grand reward for wasting so much of my time.
Alright, so
deserve
we
that.
were able to kill
And
that
worse.
cultist, which is now going to complete that line, and actually give us access to see who this sage is.
Nothing gets past the eyes of Cosmos.
Alright, so I've gone ahead and marked her. And she's actually not too far from the heart of Athens here, so we'll be able to take her out, hopefully with some ease. You know, the faster we get through them, the more we can actually go through. So hopefully it doesn't take us too long to kill her, and we can move on to the next victim. So I know I've mentioned in a couple of videos prior to this, but I'm really excited for the new Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Mostly to see just what system that they've put in place. I know that they said that from what I've read is they are keeping like a lot of the RPG system set up. I just brought it up. I was just wondering as I was going through those masteries if they're gonna have something like that as well, to add that little extra bit of customization. I really do hope they do. It really does make a nice little extra to customizing your characters. Plus, it gives someone like me who's an utter completionist all the extra time to, though unrealistic, get basically every skill and every ability. Again, unrealistic, I am aware. It would take forever to get that far without the use of cheats, which I will not be using.
Fight to die!
That's for what you did to my family.
Alright, so we got another clue here. The ghost controls Athenian politics, longs for freedom. So just a couple more clues and we'll have this ghost's identity here. Alright, so the next tree I think we'll take on is our silver vein ones. So we'll just go ahead and start marking these ones off. We do have a few right here which we can actually take out along the way. Shouldn't be too hard to kill some of these, as they're right next to our fast travel points. It does mean we keep going into this load screen, which, you know, I'm surprised that the load screens do get so long. I know when I first started the game, like, they were fairly quick, but you know, as you progress and you have more and more abilities, it does need to load more and more data. Especially as you go throughout the world, the changes that you've made. So it does get to the point where sometimes these load screens are a little bit long.
Office Mesofine!
Alright, it shows that all those guys are underground, so we do need to find a cave system. This one does seem to be the closest, so I'm wondering if this is the one here. We do got a piggy attacking people, so let's see if we can't, we got several piggies. Alright, so I don't generally like piggies. I thought it was just the one, so I decided to stop in and help, but once I realized there was still, well, I think there was 2 or 3 more. I know I saw 2, at least, that decided it would just be easier to not fight them.
You should lie down.
Funny, I was going to tell him the same thing, that he should lie down.
It feels good to strike you down. Ella. Ella.
Alright, well, since we had a new waypoint right near where this quest marker was, I'm a sucker for these fast travel points whenever possible. It really does make it easier in the long run. And I know I've talked about Assassin's Creed Valhalla in the past. I know they'll have something similar. I don't necessarily know exactly how they will do their fast travel system, but I'll definitely be spending a good large amount of time just exploring the world before I actually step into those quests. Um, just viewing everything. I like to take it all in, especially on a first playthrough. So you might get to see that a bit when I start the second expansion, which, considering how fast we are going through these cultists here, shouldn't take us too much longer to be able to get into start getting into those expansions. I know the first expansion itself wasn't overly too long, though still worth the purchase. It was amazing. I actually enjoyed the story right for it, and it was different, it was unique, and I liked the story to it. I'm not a very hard person to please. I'm a fairly simple man, but I don't know. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the expansion. I can't ask for much more.
Careful. Don't want to be.
Alright, so once again, they are in a cave somewhere. Since we're here, just gonna quickly grab the items since they were unprotected, which does not happen often, so free experience. As for these guys down here, I'm not too sure how to get into them, though there is mine here, so I'm gonna see if there's a tunnel, because it looks to be the closest location here. Alright, so there does appear to be a cave, so hopefully this is the correct location we need. Though considering how close we are, yeah, this is definitely where we need to be. They do have a dog though, which might present a little extra issue, but let's see what we can do.
The eagle bearer! Surrender to the cult now, and maybe I spare your life!
Give my regards to Hades.
Alright, so another one down. We've just got one more available in this tree. We'll see where she is here in just a minute, as soon as we're able to get out of this cave and are able to fast travel. She doesn't look to be too far away, so hopefully we have some fast travel points around that location. We also have some guards here now. So let's just... Alright, not pretty, but we got it. And, do we have some enemies after us? We were just up the hill. Now that we're here, we can actually just fast travel right away, get as far away from them as possible. And they're just actually on our next area. So it's not letting us fast travel because I guess we are still in combat. They are still just looking to hunt us down. And our weapons are away. We should be good to go. Alright, so one more cultist here, and that should be it for this video. We will need to do some more digging and some searching to find some of the others in this tree. But it will give us some clues here.
Time of shadow.
If we just hover over top of them, hunt the cultists in the same branch, hunt the cultists from the same branch, so this person should give us some clues as to at least one of them there. From there we'll be able to, once we hunt down that one, it should bring us a clue to hunt the next one. So it'll give us at least some direction. Again, it does usually point out to how you need to unlock them. It might just say progress the main story. It might say, you never know. Like, there's all sorts of things that it could say. I think there's like 5 or 6 different things. But generally it will tell you, give or take, the approximation on how to unlock. So this one is just saying, hunt the others in this same tree. Well, as we've done that, we only have one more to go. This one here should at least uncover one of those two. It might uncover both, who knows. If it does just uncover the one, then that next one would uncover the last one there as well.
Time for a ride.
Alright, really not a lot of
Let's go.
enemies here. Though, what, 4 enemies? Though 3 of them are essentially those gold tier enemies, so they are going to be a little difficult, but, you know, nothing we can't
want to be
handle.
spotted here.
As long as we do this right here, we should be able to at least do some damage before it comes time to some damage. Yes, very much some damage. We just got one left here. Since we're here, it's not too hard to free the captives.
Thank you. The guards will not forget your actions, mistress. Gimardon, go in a bit more.
And lastly, just to grab our cultist kill.
You deserved worse.
So now that we've killed that last one, let's see if it's made me a fool. So yeah, right here it's showed up one more. Obviously it does tell us Attica silver mine. Investigate the clue to discover more of this cultist. So it will give us a little bit more information. Of course, this is where it does ask us to essentially track down more clues. Again, these clues you can track down by just going around doing the side quests in the area, and generally one or more of them are connected to the actual cult themselves. So I was just looking here. Yeah, so all the ones that we have left are just hunt more in the quest line in order to bring up. So, and then there's this one here. This one here specifically is telling us the national treasure in this place contains a clue. So we would go directly to the national treasure in Locris. We would just loot that main chest. That'll give us our clue. So it does go out and it does tell you how to find these individuals. Alright, well anyway, thank you guys all for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video where we hunt down and hopefully eliminate another branch, maybe 2, depending on how fast we can get through them, of the cult here. Alright, thank you all for watching. Have a good one all.